Hello everyone, what's up? Let's talk about WandaVision episode 4, and before we get to that, I am aware that the episode was a couple of days ago, and I am really late with this one. I apologize, I was just dealing with some family stuff, so I couldn't really review it when it happened. But I'm here now, I'm here to talk about this episode, and I can clearly say that so far, I realize that I'm in the minority on this, but this is so far my least favorite episode of this season. That being said, it's a really great episode and I really liked it and enjoyed it. And why do I mean by that is, well, like I said, I'm in the minority. I'm probably one of the only few people on the planet that actually enjoyed the sitcom element of it. And I wanted the show, after seeing the first two episodes back to back, I wanted the show to just stay as it was, and an homage to like the sitcoms of their times. So like one episode be a 50s sitcom, one episode be a 60s sitcom, and a 70s. And I wanted like the final episode to be the one where all these answers will be, all these questions will be answered, and we get the reveal of everything. Now, obviously, I realized eventually there's going to be an episode where they reveal everything, and you realize why things are happening the way that they're happening. I just didn't expect it to be the fourth episode, and I said it on my previous review of this season. I was predicting already back then that episode 4 would be the episode that everything changes and we get the answers that we've been seeking for the entire time. And like we get the big reveal that it's all happening in this enclosed space where Wanda is maybe sort of controlling everything around her. So I predicted that way back last week. Just didn't really expect the big WandaVision exposition episode to be episode 4, which again also it goes back into what I also predicted last week, which is that the fact that they released the first 2 episodes immediately to the public and the first 3 episodes to critics ahead of time. So why would they choose that very specific strategy? Why not just give them the critics obviously ahead of time, but 1 episode at a time instead of just all 3 at the same time, and the first 2 to the public? I think I might have a theory on that. The intention was to give them, because the first 2 episodes you can kind of tell are mostly connected, and the end of the 3rd episode is the episode directly leading in to the reveals we got in this episode, episode 4. So I guess the reason why they gave all 3 critics Marvel is very smart like this. They gave the critics all 3 episodes to kind of know ahead of time that this isn't going to be the end of the show, because they knew they were going to talk about them. So they needed to let people know that this isn't the entire show. This isn't how the whole thing is going to go. There's more than just a decade's generational sitcom thing going on. There's something more underneath the surface. So if the first 2 episodes that were released to the public back to back weren't quite hitting with the general public, they can still hold on, because they know people listen to critics most of the time. They know that people are going to listen to the critics who are going to say that episode 3 is where everything kind of starts to change, and then get to episode 4, which is this episode, which is the episode where which reveals all the secrets. And obviously, you can tell that Marvel was getting a little bit shaky on the whole reveal thing. They knew they just needed to get people hooked until this episode to let them know that there's something more. It's not going to be just this sitcom thing. So they started releasing clips and teases from future episodes that we haven't even seen yet, and some of those have started to pop up online. Obviously, I haven't watched it because I don't want to get spoiled for the season, but they've done that a little bit ahead of schedule, maybe because they got a little bit cold feet and didn't think the audience was going to stay there until they get to this episode, which we just saw. So that's just my quick theory on this. I'm perfectly confident that once all 9 episodes get released and people can just watch it, the entire season, can just binge it all in a day, I think people would appreciate the season as it is. But I understand why they released it, why they're sticking to the same Mandalorian formula of the week to week, because they want people to talk about the show for a longer period of time than just, everyone, and it drops one day, everyone talks about it for a weekend, and then it just immediately gets forgotten. Like what is happening with a lot of streaming shows that get released all in one day. So I admire the strategy here. I just think it might have backfired them on them a little bit. As I said that, like I said, it's my least favorite episode because it kind of broke off from the through line that we had in the first 3 episodes. We basically got to see moments from the first 3 episodes displayed on screens and monitors, and we get to know, we finally get a little bit of the answers of why Henry Wu was kind of talking to to Wanda through the radio stuff, and what that mysterious beekeeper was. Because at first I just assumed it was like the same thing that happens in a lot of shows these days, where they just throw in weird stuff in there just for the sake of being weird. It wasn't like that. They didn't put a beekeeper in there. They just put someone in like a hazmat suit. And because this whole separate pocket universe where WandaVision takes place, it's in a period sitcom, the environment kind of translated his look to and the person's appearance into something that makes sense for the time. Same thing that happened with the drone. It kind of took a modern day early 21st century drone and turned it into like a child's helicopter. So it kind of makes sense when you actually think about it. Again, I just wish we got to see all these reveals happen at the end of the season. Maybe the final episode, episode 9, I think would have been a perfect spot for them. But I'm not gonna say that that's what they should have done. I'm just saying that's what I preferred they would have done, because Marvel has their plan, and I know that they've got something much, much bigger planned for us later down the road as the season grows and evolves into whatever it's going to be. I will say that I enjoyed seeing Darcy back, Kat Dennings' character. I enjoyed seeing Randall Park's character in a more serious role in this show than what he did in Ant-Man and the Wasp. I enjoyed seeing Monica Rambeau, or is it Maria Rambeau? I apologize, I keep getting mixed up between the two, but the Rambos. First of all, can we just talk about the fact that we see exactly what happened after Hulk snapped everyone back into reality? Everyone just started reappearing exactly in the place that they were, having no recollection of what happened. I loved that. I loved that stuff. I wish that it was just a prelude to what was going to happen in the episode, and the rest of the episode was going to continue to the period sitcom. Didn't happen. So it was a great scene. I really enjoyed how they integrated the snap, or the blip as they're calling it, into this show. We finally get some answers on Monica. I'm going to call her Monica because, again, I can't remember if it's Monica or Maria. We got to see more answers of Monica Rambeau's real life. She's an agent of S.W.O.R.D. Her mom founded S.W.O.R.D., which it's a great tie-in to Captain Marvel. And yeah, like I said, it was a great reveal episode. Just, I wish it wasn't in the halfway point of the season. But again, like I said earlier, maybe once all 9 episodes get released and I can watch them all at the same time, maybe I will feel different about that point. So, yeah, that's basically my quick thoughts on it. I don't want this recap to go on for too long, because again, like I said, it happened a couple of days ago, and I'm already late as it is with this recap. So that's just my quick thoughts on it. What did you guys think about this episode? A lot of people really dropped off after the first 2 episodes. Are people coming back to the show now? Do people love the show now? Finally, do people see it for what it is? Same way I did at first. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this episode, and are you excited for the next couple of episodes for this show? So until next episode, I will see you guys when they happen. Hopefully I can actually review them and recap them in the proper time. So see you then. Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.